Hi bunnies, welcome to this video, and in this video I will create this beautiful beachy wave look on my short hair. Now short hair hairstyle always a little bit tricky to do, but I think this hairstyle is very beautiful and not that tough to create. Now for a very long time I'm having requests from you all to show some hair tutorials. Now I am not a professional or trained hairstylist. Now I am a trained painter and I just love to do makeup. Now all the little bit hairstyling that I know now are all self-taught and I have learned everything from YouTube. So now without any further ado, let's create this beachy waves on my short hair. So guys, this is my hair just after the hair wash, and I have not applied any heating or styling tool on my hair, not even any blow dry or hair dry, anything, and my hair is this smooth and straight. Okay, so most of the time when you see me in the video, I have not done anything with my hair. It is my natural hair basically, and the days when I feel that the lower portion of my hair is looking a little bit frizzy, I go for this hair serum and a styling brush and I just remove the frizziness from the lower portion of my hair, and that's it. Now for today's hairstyling, first I'm partitioning my hair very well with a tail comb. I try to do as perfect as possible on my hair. Then I just go for a nice combing of my hair. Now when you comb our hair very well, it makes our hair very smooth and also tangle free, and I think that is very necessary thing to do before doing any hairstyling. Then I'm partitioning my hair and taking the whole hair to the front so I can manage it easily. Now I comb my hair almost for, you can say, 8 to 10 minutes, and because of that it becomes naturally very smooth and it takes much less time to do the smoothing or hair straightening. Now I'm securing one part of my hair with this tic-tac clip, and then I'm applying this Tresemme heat protecting spray. Now I put a generous amount of this heat protecting spray on my hair to make it a little bit damp. Now our hairs always need to be in a damp state before styling. It makes the hairstyle look better. So I damp my hair either with a heat protecting spray or serum. Now I've seen many influencers use water to damp their hair before hairstyling, but I don't do that because I have very straight hair and it is very difficult to keep curls on my hair. Now if I apply water on my hair and the moisture of that water stays in my hair even after the styling, then it makes more difficult to keep those curls on my hair. Less moisture means long lasting curls. And then I'm using this Philips hairstyling brush. Now I most of the time use this brush to have a straightening or blow dry effect. Now I don't use straightener that much because I feel that my hair loses its volume completely if I use straightener. I prefer this brush more than straightener actually to make my hair absolutely moist free, water free. I'm using this brush at the highest possible temperature. When I feel that my hair feels a little bit dry after doing a little bit straightening, I always apply a little serum or sometimes the heat protecting spray to make it damp once again. Now you just need to use this brush and do this smoothing work as long as you are not happy with the outcome. And I mostly focus on the lower part of my hair because the upper part is already very smooth, naturally very smooth, so I focus on the lower part. Now I'm shifting to the other side and securing the left part with the tic-tac clip. Now I will just repeat the whole process once again. Now do this smoothing work with a lot of patience and time, because if this smoothing is nice, then the rest part of your styling, that is the curling, that also will look good. Now more thicker your hair is, more time it will take, and I have a medium thick hair, so for me it takes quite moderate amount of time to do my hairstyling. So I'm applying a little bit serum here on the lower portion of my hair to make it damp once more. Here I'm again securing one part of my hair with that clip, and then I will move on to my curler to curl my hair. Now I have this iconic curler, and the tongue I'm using, it has 1 inch diameter. So now I'm partitioning my hair using a tail comb, and I'm just taking the lower portion of my hair and securing the upper portion with a partitioning clip to move it away from my face. Then I'm taking a small portion of that lower part of my hair and using that tongue, I'm just curling my hair this way. After rounding my hair on the tongue, I count for 1 to 10 and then I release my hair very slowly. Now here I'm securing the upper part of my hair with another clip. Then I'm taking another section of that lower part of my hair and I just repeating the whole process. Now I generally leave 2 to 3 inch of my hair from the root and I curl the rest part of my hair. Now I just randomly randomly take the section of my hair because I think it gives more natural effect. After curling the lower portion of my hair, now I am moving to the upper hair. Now for that I'm just taking out the middle portion of my hair and then securing the upper part of my hair with a clip once again. Now here I am combing the front section very well to make it absolutely tangle free. Now we need to put a little extra care when we are curling the front part of our hair because that also frame our face. Now I always rotate the front section of my hair in such a way that the curls stay away from my face. I mean, I think that looks best on my face or even anyone's face. And then I'm moving to the next portion and curling it in the same way. Now the smaller the section of your hair will be, more prominent your curl will look. Now I always find it a little bit difficult and tricky to do the hairs of the back of my head. I mean, it is a little difficult, honestly speaking. After finishing the curling, I'm securing it with a good amount of setting spray. I mean, I don't want to lose my curls because I have so straight hair. If I don't fix the curls with the setting spray, I will lose it just within 20 to 30 minutes, you know. Now I'm taking the upper portion of my hair and curling it in the same way. Now we need to put a little more effort and care on the upper part of this hair because, you know, the curls of this upper hair will stay on the top and will be more visible. Now I'm repeating the process in the same way, and it is not a difficult task, but definitely it requires a lot of attention, time and patience. And more thicker your hair is, more patience you need. Now I mostly use the temperature 210, which is the second highest setting, but today I'm using the highest setting, which is 230 degrees centigrade, and it is just because it is a monsoon season at my place and the weather is already very humid and I just want my curls to stay long. Now finding the hairs which are undone from the back of your head is always a difficult task. I mean, I really find it difficult to do the back portion of my hair. Now to do this front bangs of my hair, I just don't follow any rule. I just look at my whole hairstyling and try to figure out how I want this bang to look like, and then I try to achieve that look with the tongue or sometimes the brush or a straightener. Every time I do my hairstyling, I do it in a new way basically. So I'm done with this front hair and I have moved to the other portion of my hair, and I will repeat the same process for this portion also. Now I'm a right-hand person and I do the both side of my hair with my right hand, and it's not that difficult. So now I'm done with my curling, and then I'm securing the whole thing with a very good amount of setting spray. I mean, this is a must step for most of us, especially for me. I mean, otherwise I will lose everything within 15 to 20 minutes, trust me. Now I have a lot of baby hairs beside my forehead, and here I'm securing those baby hairs with a little bit setting spray. Now then I always apply a little bit serum. I mean, I love to do that step, and trust me, it makes the whole hair look so nice. But don't put too much quantity of serum, then it will weigh down your curls. Now my hair is looking already quite shiny, but to make it look a little more polished, what I do that I apply this hot shot finishing spray on the hair at the end, and it makes the whole hair look so shiny and glossy. You know, I just love it. I mean, it gives that, you know, professional look or touch to the hair. Now finally I use a little bit dry shampoo on the scalp of my crown portion. Now even when I have done the hair wash today, the crown portion of my scalp gets oily after a few hours, and because of that my crown hair loses its volume. So I apply this dry shampoo on the roots of the hair of my crown portion, and it adds a little volume at there. So guys, I'm done with my hairstyling and this is the final result. And if you're still with me, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye.